There's a new energy demand here in North Texas. Solar energy is kind of the hottest new movement right now. New at 5, our Ken Molestina explains why it's happening right now.
There's a solar power boom going on in North Texas.
There's a new energy demand in North Texas. Solar energy is now showing to be the hottest new movement.
Industry insiders say a solar power system can cost between $8,000 and $12,000 for a single-family home.
From Q1 last year to Q1 this year, we've seen a 4-fold increase.
Ali Samana of One Solar Solutions.
I want to make an impact for future generations. I want them to have the same opportunities that we do. In many of the third world countries, there's severe drought because of climate change. And people have to walk around with masks because they can't breathe the air that we are so fortunate to breathe here in the United States. I want to make an impact for them that can't make an impact for themselves. We've been blessed to have an opportunity in the land of opportunity to make an impact, to choose to make an impact. And if we don't, it's just on us.
When you look at it from the perspective of 50 years from now, 80 years from now, 100 years from now, we want to make sure that we are making a difference for generations to come. And at One Solar Solution, this is our contribution back to nature for protecting the earth.
Today, we are moving from energy usage, which is a carbon-based energy usage, to electron-based energy usage. Let me explain what does that mean. That means that every fossil fuel that we are using right now to either generate electricity or to move yourself in some mode of transportation, in future is going to go to electron-based, where most of your transportation is going to be electric-based transportation.
I like to make an impact on the environment because I'm a big outdoors guy. I love fishing, I love biking, kayaking, hiking through the woods, and the more that we go green from our energy consumption production in the U.S., the more we can preserve the natural great outdoors that's there for us to enjoy.
Hi, my name is Gauri Sampath.
Hi, I'm Ali Samana.
Hi, I'm Tim Waswick.
Hi, I'm Hemil Doshi.
We are Team One Solar Solution.
We are here to serve you.
Let's help you go green.
Because going green matters.
When you're looking at solar panels, there are multiple ways that you can actually install them on your home. You can actually get the panels installed on your roof, or you can have a ground mount.
As the name mentioned, ground mount is something that we put it close to the ground, and the roof mount is something that we put on top of your existing property.
When you're looking at ground mount, the panels get installed on top of a racking that we build on the ground, and the panels get installed on the ground. The advantage of having a ground mount is that it can face perfect south, the perfect 180 degrees south, which can generate the maximum amount of generation with these solar panels.
So for example, a roof mount will be like, we'll be putting it on top of your roof, top of your barn, top of your flat roof building structure. So any existing structure, we put panels on that one is considered to be roof mount. The question of effectiveness comes on how do you install. So if your roof mount has all the space available facing south, then there is no difference between a roof mount and a ground mount. But if your roof mount doesn't have enough space facing south, then ground mount obviously is a better choice.
So it's a personal preference. It depends on whether you want to look at them on your roof or whether you want to look at them in your yard. A lot of people don't really want to dedicate that yard space. They want that big yard. Again, we're in Texas, we like big spaces. So they want that big yard for either animals or kids or recreation or barbecue.
When you're looking at installing the panels on the roof, you are actually making sure that all the panels get fixed on the roof tile itself, so they are away from any common ground that you walk around in the house or around the property. There will be no additional wiring running around inside the house.
When you have certain type of tile on your roof, like Spanish tile, which we can put solar panels on them, but they really may not look that pretty, and a lot of people put a lot of money into that Spanish tile on their roof, so they may not really want to see that investment be drilled on per se.
Hi, my name is Gauri Sampath. I'm with One Solar Solution. Today we are here in Irving, Texas, doing our first ground mount installation. Eric is here putting up panels. As you can see, the ground mount panels are going up. We had some challenges. We had a lot of rain before, so we had to kind of wait until the ground was dry to dig some trenches. The poles actually go about 2 feet below the ground to keep the stability of these posts that the panels are going to be mounted on, both on the back and in the front. This is going to be a 10 kilowatt system, which is going to go up, it's like 40 panels. When a person signs a contract with us, we follow a pretty standard process, whether it's a ground mount or a roof mount. We bring a site engineer over to the site. He measures the roof or the ground where the installation is going to be planned and make sure that he comes up with the final design. Once he does that, we contact the HOA of the community and make sure we get their approval. Once we get the approval from the HOA, we forward the same design to the city where the homeowner lives. Only after the permitting and approvals of all these authorities do we actually come back and plan for an installation date for the plant. I wanted to talk about some of the challenges of ground mount. Because that's the question that most people ask, is what type of challenges we can face during a ground mount installation and even after. We have to make sure all the main lines, the water lines, the gas lines, and all the city lines are marked. We have to make sure all the sprinkler lines are marked. That way we don't hit any main pipes. In addition to that, the other question which is commonly asked about a ground mount is, it's in our backyard. We need to make sure that it's sturdy enough. We have kids and they play all the time, and if they have playing ball, would it break the panels? I have a ball here, right here, which I'm going to bounce off and show you that they are much, much sturdier than this ball can handle. So if I go, you can see that nothing has actually happened to these panels. I'm bouncing it off again. Most of the times when we are talking to people about solar, or people approach us about solar, their big concern is the cost. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And from One Solar perspective, I wanted to say that our company partners with multiple banks to get the financing approved for our clients. And it can be done several different ways. We could have the entire amount financed, or we could also have part of the amount financed, whatever the customer wants. One of the big pluses of putting solar on the roof or on the ground mount for the homeowner is to save a lot of money on the electricity bills. At One Solar Solution, our goal is to make sure that you save at least 60 to 70% on your electricity bills.
To save earth, basically we are using for the electricity a lot of resources which we cannot replenish, but solar is a free energy which we can trap and make earth better.
If you're thinking about going solar, definitely give us a call at 1-855-601-SOLAR, or you can visit our website at onesolarsolution.com, and our team would be very happy to assist you.
Hey everybody, Ali Samana here with One Solar Solution, and today is the day. There we go. I'm finally getting solar panels on my home. I had to wait in line just like any other customer, and finally we're getting panels installed. So as you can see behind me, we've got about 14 panels that are going to be facing south side, which is the perfect direction for panels to be facing. Now the back of the roof is pitch, so I've got east side and west side. Both of those are going to get 13 255 watt panels. The panels that are going up on my home are Yingli panels. They've got a 25-year production warranty, and I believe at least a 10-year manufacturer's warranty. At the end of the day, here's the thing about panels. They don't go out. So the beauty of these panels is that once they turn on, there's nothing to maintain, there's nothing to manage, there's nothing to oil up. Now, so 40 of these go on a home. But when I show this to somebody, and it's about as tall as I am, they go, how many of them are actually gonna fit on my roof? And you just saw how many can actually fit on a roof. So we can put a lot in there. So we have a lot of customers that'll come to us once in a while, and they want us to use a particular brand. And we can do that. We can accommodate Hyundai. We've done LG before. We're quoting somebody with Kyocera. So at the end of the day, we recommend Yingli or Renesola. But does anybody have to go with it? Absolutely not. You can go with whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your research suggests you should do. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the electrical side of the house. So I'm sure all of you have seen your meter. And every time you see that meter and it's spinning, you probably are thinking dollars going out the door. You're probably thinking, there goes my electricity bill. So this is your normal meter right here. I have CoServe Electric, so my meter says CoServe. And as you can see, it's spinning right now. Now what happens is, this is normally in a normal home, this is where it ends. You have one meter and that's the end of it. But when you get solar, you get a lot of cool stuff lined up right behind your meter. And I'm gonna go through some of it and I'll explain to you exactly how some of it works. So your electricity is generated right in the panels, and it's generated DC, and then it travels from the panels to this inverter right here. Now what happens is this inverter converts it from DC to AC. Now this is a Fronius inverter. Fronius is a good Italian company, considered one of the best, probably the top 3 manufacturer in inverters in the world. Again, this is a product that we recommend to all of our clients out of the box. It's a string inverter, meaning if one panel goes down, the string goes down, right? There's also something called microinverters, which are a little bit more expensive, but some people prefer them. So we've installed microinverters. As a matter of fact, a lot of our clients have microinverters. But I wanted to show my confidence to my clients by saying, look, a Fronius string inverter is just as good as any other, and it'll save you a little bit of money, so why not do that? Now, once the electricity is converted here at the inverter to AC, then it travels to this meter, which we've installed. Now, this is a new meter that only is processing power coming in from the panel. And then, of course, this is your emergency cutoff right here. So if there's a problem, if there's a fire, if there's anything else, if a fireman needs an emergency cutoff, this would be it. Installation day is a very exciting day. So if you're planning on getting solar panels on your home, you probably really want to be home, you probably want to enjoy the day, you probably want to see and get to learn from the guys and talk to them, see what they're doing, see how they're doing it, and see how it's going to benefit you.
In addition to that, the other question which is commonly asked about a ground mount is, it's in our backyard. We need to make sure that it's sturdy enough. We have kids and they play all the time, and you know, if they have playing ball, would it break the panels? And I have a ball here, right here, which I'm going to bounce off and show you that they are much, much sturdier than this ball can handle. So if I go, you can see that nothing has actually happened to these panels. I'm bouncing it off again.